tasty beverage. Let's get in the groove. Synchronized slurp now, we're on the move.
Good morning, stackers. Yeah, we're feeling fine. Good morning, stackers. It's podcast time.
Talking gold and silver and crypto too. With Joe and the gang, it's what we do.
Good morning, stackers. Yeah, we're feeling fine. Good morning, stackers. It's podcast time. We're stacking sats, we're stacking gold. In the world of finance, real gold. Every sip, every chart, we're on our way to financial freedom, come what may.
So grab that tasty beverage, let's get in the groove. Synchronized slurp now, we're on the move.
Good morning, stackers. Yeah, we're feeling fine. Good morning, stackers. It's podcast time. Good morning, stackers. Yeah, we're feeling fine. Good morning, stackers. It's podcast time.
Good morning, Stackers. It is me, Joe Main. You are watching Good Morning Stackers live on X and on YouTube. Hit the big red subscribe button on YouTube or hit the follow button on X. If you want to join in the live chat, go to my account on X and go to the YouTube channel right now and join in everything that we do. We're going to talk February kind of market predictions as such. Gold, silver, Bitcoin, crypto, a couple of specific crypto as well. Everything that you know and love, including in the first 1 minute of the show, the synchronized slurp. That's where you grab a tasty beverage. I grab my tasty beverage and we slurp them synchronously together. You've been waiting for the first synchronized slurp of February. It is happening right now. Grab your tasty beverages. Let's get in the groove. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Slurp them, funky people. Here we go. Great to see you all. My name is Joe Main. I've been a stacker of precious metals since 2010. Gold and silver. I've been a stacker of crypto since 2013. Bitcoin and all the other stuff that we do. I've worked in the precious metals industry here in Australia. 3 major bullion dealers over the last 11 years. And now I do this show every single weekday, most of the time. Live analysis, news, reviews, interviews, and talking with my amazing GMS family. If you want to join said family, follow me on X and follow me on YouTube. We've got a lot of people watching already. We're going to get into it today. February market predictions as such. As you know, I don't do predictions. Definitely going here, definitely going there. But we're going to take a look at all of them. Gold is looking and silver are looking very lovely at the moment. Crypto, although I really think for crypto, I'll give you the quick sort of version. The low is coming very, very soon. Okay, and this month it will very likely. This month, well, that I was trying to do a really bad Yoda impression. This month it will probably be. Okay, and we'll take a look at all of that. Of course, though, I'm going to do some quick shout outs for the what's the word? The early birds. You catch the shout out worm, Lance. Oh man, I'm not even. This is what Lance does every time he's on the show. He says good morning in a different language. Yep, not even going to guess. I will give you the region. What is that? Oh man, I'm gonna say African region. Okay, Sub-Saharan region. That's what I'm going to say, and then you can tell me if I'm correct. Hit the like button to help with the algorithm. Please, Mark, Florida. GMS, life is again life is again intruding. Oh, you mean you can't always watch? That's okay. But we'll watch the majority live. Looking forward to February's outlook. Morning, Joe, says Jason. Morning, Jason. Good to see you. Lots of buffering. Oh no, is there? Hopefully not. We've got a bunch. We've got a bunch of people watching. GMS says Becky Gundulfinger buffering as well. Thank you. I'm going to, if this is buffering, thank you for letting me know. Give me 1 second. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to speed test it, and then I'm going to then switch over to my mobile phone data instead because I've got quite a lot of it. Let me just double check and I'll read your comments. Just checking the... Do you want to check the speed monitor together? Let's check the speed monitor together. One. That's the one I want. Let's see. What do we got? Speed monitor. Download's all right. Yet I'm a bit buffering, so all of you say. Okay, let's check out the upload for just a second. Isn't this the most riveting thing you've ever seen in your entire life? Someone said we're buffering, but we're like 14 upload. That's pretty good. We shouldn't be buffering as far as I'm aware. Okay. Can you let me know if I am still buffering? Let me know when it is good. Thank you very much. Let's head over back to here. Buffering for you. Oh, well, that is what it is. Jason Ashworth. Jeep has never seen a language like that. No. We'll get through the final shout-outs and then get to the day's stuff. Congratulations on the new baby, Lance. Yes, Lance is a brand new father for the first time. In last Friday's show, I think it was, or Thursday's show, we gave Lance some top tips for new parents. Like really specific things, not like parenting things, but like, buy this brand, do this, do that, get a lot of sleep and all that stuff. So Lance, I hope you are doing well, my friend. Neil, he's here. Buy silver, platinum, crystallized, osmium, Minister 988. It's been a while since I've seen you. Good to see you, my friend. The Don is back. Ha! We've got everyone in the house. Tanzanian, question mark. Oh, it's Maltese. I hadn't done that in ages. It's Maltese. Okay, I didn't figure that would be Maltese, but good to know. Right. Thanks. Recent story, LBMA has 6 to 8 weeks to take delivery on silver. I might have to talk about that tomorrow. Zero buffering, fantastic. Better in the last couple of minutes. Life for me. I had the right continent. You had the right continent. Well done. Good stuff, people. Shall we get into it? Yeah, why not? 53 down and 20 up here. Well, screw you. Good for you. What are you on, Starlink or something? Man. All right. This is in case you've clicked the time code. By the way, use the time codes below if you're watching this on the replay. If you're watching live, you get to enjoy every single thing we do here at Good Morning Stackers. Let's do some February market predictions. As such, we are going to take a look at gold, silver, platinum, then we'll do the crypto side of things, Bitcoin, general altcoin market, and then I'm going to take a quick look at some specifics to TOSHI and ACH probably as well. Of course, the show is brought to you by Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au, literally the best bullion dealer in all of Australia right now, and Wealthstack, wealthstack.com. Unallocated gold program. It's great. Okay, spot plus 1% to buy gold. Right, download it for your Android or iPhone. Go to both of those websites, check them out. I may give you a little extra plug later on in the show. Let's share the screen, get out of my speed test, and let's take a look at gold first off. Once again, we usually start with the precious metal side of things, then we get into the crypto side of things. Probably, if I have time for a chart request today, I will take one. So get your chart requests in now. If we have time, then I'll do it. Okay, I like to usually keep the show to no longer than an hour. Okay, let's see. Gold on the daily time frame, price in US dollars, $2,797.47. The market has just opened, apparently. Okay, that's good to know. And according to here, extra all-time high. We talked about the all-time high last week, okay, that we hit a new all-time high in gold, plus we hit an all-time high in gold in other foreign currencies as well. Now, I did check, let me check it right now. I'm going to do gold in CAD, just out of interest. Gold CAD, this is Canadian dollars. Did we hit a new all-time high in Canadian dollars? I think we did. Yeah, we did. New gold all-time high in Canadian dollars as well. So it's in multiple currencies, okay? But gold in Australian dollars hit a new all-time high as well. This is a big calling card when gold is not only hitting all-time highs in USD, the world's reserve currency, right? So $2,817 on this particular, CFDs on gold index thing. But when it hits it in your international currencies, your foreign currencies as well, okay, it's telling us something, okay? New gold all-time high in Australian dollars as well. There's the Australian dollar, mother of all trend lines. We are now above it. I'm expecting a higher move and then what I want to see in Australian dollars, and this is true for gold and US dollars. We'll go back to that in a second, but I'm coming to you live from Melbourne in Australia, a lot of Australian subscribers. You want to see something like that, and that. You do that, oh, holy shit, that is so good for gold, okay? Ignore the time frame, just look at the pattern, okay? It could be doing that. What it could be doing in a more squeezed time frame, okay? That is fantastic, okay? We really want this to set up like this. Why? When a larger economic downturn happens, you want to be dropping in gold, because gold will drop. In the global financial crisis, in COVID, in March of 2020, all that stuff. In those times of panic, gold doesn't shoot for the moon straight away. It goes down, and silver goes down with everything else. What would we like to see? This broken, and this is in Australian dollars. We can do this in US dollars, whatever. Same thing, right? Up to a certain level, call it whatever level you want. Then, very likely, nothing is guaranteed, 2025, quite likely, it's a very high chance, it's way more than 50%, you're talking like 80% at this stage of recessionary move, okay, large downturn in stocks, everyone panics, and then you have a big sell-off. Now, what you want to see with gold and silver, and we'll take a look at silver in a second, is that get up to there first, then have the, oh no, it's a bit of a crash or things happening. Gold has a sell-off, but then you want to see it form the support at the mother of all trend lines. And that's at both on the Australian dollar and, of course, on the US dollar as well. Go back to the US dollar. Cool. Now, for my wonderful crypto people who are watching for, the TOSHI stuff, the ACH stuff in general, Bitcoin and crypto, if you are not interested in buying gold, you're insane. If you're not interested in buying precious metals at some point at the end of the crypto run, okay, you've got rocks in your head. You need to be watching the price of gold, the price of silver in particular, okay, gold and silver in particular, but yeah. Okay, so here's the mother of all trend lines for gold in US dollars. It is over a key level, okay, monthly time frame, mother of all trend lines. It goes all the way back to 1980, 2011. Here we are, we're above it, so similar thing. You want to see this first. So let's say, call it, and I'm not saying it's happening, right? But call it, 3,000, 3,200, 3,300, and then back down. In the, oh no, everything's going terrible, and then everything has a big dip. Gold goes down with it, but then it finds support there. And then that would set it up for the mother of all rallies, okay, above the major trend line, above the mother of all trend lines. Hugely bullish, okay? Very bullish on gold and silver in the longer term, the next few years, 5-10 years, we're talking $8,000 to $10,000 gold, we're talking triple-digit silver and probably high triple-digit silver, okay? In my humble non-financial advice opinion. Cool? So good to see it on the daily time frame, though. Great to see it. Let's see, where are we? We're a little bit peaky. I might say we're just a little bit, as you know, I don't like the big spikes in the upward direction because it says sellers are more in control of the market, okay? So on balance of probability, I would actually say the next couple of days at least will probably be red days, okay? Let me pop on. That's my prediction for the next couple of days at least. Yeah, I'm not expecting this week to be a green week. I don't think. Let me pop out to the weekly. I could be wrong. Yeah, no. I'm not expecting this week to be a green week. I expect this week to be a red week. and at least a red week. Ends in the red. Okay, I don't think it creeps up and ends in new all-time high. Hey, could be completely damn wrong. It's just this little spike here. Although, when I look at it on the weekly time frame, it's not a huge spike, just on the daily. So maybe I say today, the next day, I think I'm expecting down next couple of days. So I would expect, so this is not the February prediction, okay? Let me show you here. Yeah, you just want to watch out for about there. So, that's interesting. That was at the, that's the 0.786 Fibonacci, I think it was, wasn't it? Right about there at 2770. I'll show you. If I do the following, if I go like that and like, I've already got it in like 1 billion times, Joe. So let me just show you right here. That's the old school one. Where's my new school one? Feb, 1980s fib, no, fib retracement. Oh, yeah, let me go back. No, sorry. I think I was basing it here. Yeah, I did this little one here. Sorry, gang. Thanks for your patience. Right here and there. Oh, yeah, okay. It's right about there. Okay, so I'm expecting a move to maybe down to here. Okay, so watch out for $2,775 US. I'm actually expecting it to drop down to maybe there, okay, before we see higher prices in gold. So that's just the next couple of days. At least today, maybe tomorrow, I'm not expecting green days, okay, for gold. But let's pop out to the weekly and the monthly. So the month has just started, okay? So here's the weekly, start of a new week, okay? And we're in the first few days of a new month as well. So yeah, on balance of probability, a couple of days. Monthly time frame. Monthly, let's see. I will say I'm going to be contrarian, am I? No, the end of the month. I'd say end of the month I think will probably end up higher. I think that's my guess. Because look, I have to say we're above, 2,735. That's good news. So at the start of a month, what you can tend to have is a bit of a fake out where it looks like it's heading in one direction, and that can be same for the opposite direction, right? Heads in one direction, and then everyone goes, oh no, we're done, and then it fakes you out. So I could really see a move in the next couple of days to that 2775, and then that's the fake you out, and then we close February higher. So that's my prediction for gold in February. We close higher for the month. It will be at least a green month, not a red month, okay? So red couple of days, green month for February. That's my humble, non-financial advice opinion. And could I be wrong? Yes, and I'm just spitballing. Does it really matter anyway? No. Should you be dollar cost averaging? Yes. That is gold, but it's looking very positive. Cool. Let's have a look at silver as well. Silver, here we go. I did mention something, and I could be way off the mark on this, actually, but I just did post this on the Gold and Silver Stackers Australia forum. It's a private forum for Gold and Silver Stackers in Australia. Once again, if you're just tuning in, yes, we are talking Bitcoin, gold, silver, other crypto as well. I do the precious metals portion first for my wonderful precious metal stackers, and then we do Bitcoin and stuff afterwards. Here is silver, and again, for crypto people, you should be watching the precious metals market very closely. Let's see, potential, and now I could be wrong on this actually. I went back, I didn't delete the post, but I put a little thing on the bottom there. But look, I said, look, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Now I look at it and I go, probably not, because generally for a head and shoulders pattern, this right-hand side here, this neckline needs to match probably closer down in here, okay? This neckline here is probably a little bit too high up, okay? That's probably not that's not a neckline, okay? That's nearly at a 45-degree kind of angle. So I might be wrong on that. What I'll just say, though, is keep it in the real back of your mind. Potential head and shoulders are just probably not there, okay? But what we need to do is we need to, what do you know? Where did we find some resistance? Right there at that trend line. Okay, right there. Good. We really need to break $32.50 US cents. So, as I've been saying, we need to close over 31. We closed the month above 31. And as you know, The last time we did it was in September, but the previous time we ever closed any month above 31 US dollars was all the way back here in January of 2013. Okay, nearly 12 years. Okay, since we closed any month above 31 US dollars. 31 US dollars is a key Fibonacci level from the very old highs of the 1980s and the old lows of the early 90s. Okay, it's the 0.618 at basically exactly $31. Never closed above it. Finally did it in September. And when we did it in September, I said, oh, okay, we're going to see higher highs coming, okay, because we finally closed. And then that following month, we saw a higher high, not to the all-time high of, $50 all the way up here, but we saw a higher high. And that was good news. So we're 100% in a bull market for silver. Hey, and it's great to see us closing even higher than we did in September, closing above 31. That's really good news for silver. Last little hump, I just need to see it over $32.50. That's the final hurdle for new highs soon. We start closing months, preferably. I'll give it weeks. You start closing a month above $32.50 though, then yeah, okay, we're onwards and upwards. The next level to watch out for, $38.50, key level. That's the final. So this is the final hurdle for new highs soon. I don't mean new all-time highs. I just mean new interim highs. Okay, close above there, then we're looking in this territory. Final hurdle for new all-time highs coming soon. Okay, that's $38.50. You start closing months above $38.50, and then I'm saying, oh, we're making a play for $50, and third time will be a charm. Okay, there's usually no such thing as a triple top. And also, once again, let me get rid of that for a second. Once again, world's largest cup and handle formation. If we get to there, you might see some resistance there again, but what I'm saying is you won't see way down here. Once we get up to here, yeah, you might see some resistance back down to your $32 area possibly, okay? Just, yeah, it's a bit of a decent move from here to there. Okay, sure, back down a little bit, sure. But over the longer term, we are not heading back down from here. This is a giant cup and handle for silver. Bit more of a dip, maybe back to $38.50 I could see it down to. Possibly even lower as a little fake out, but then onwards and upwards we go in the years coming. Okay, and again, we're talking triple digit silver, bare minimum, higher triple digit silver as well. Okay, that is the silver market. Got to get over $32.50. That was a long way of saying got to get over $32.50. Let's take a look at platinum. And I'm going to check the comments now. Just double check to see, am I buffering again? I'm just going to double check. Let's see, control, purview. I won't show the things, precious metals, parabolic, Elliott wave. Ooh, people talking Elliott wave. No buffer, yep, buffering. Oh, major buffering again. I spoke too soon, it's buffering. Can you let me know if I'm coming through? Okay, give me 1 second. And I'll do that and I'll check that. No, I'm good. Might be buffering for you, not buffering for me. Okay, back to here. Oh, okay. There we are. Okay, so we are in platinum. Platinum on the, let's have a look on the daily time frame. Okay, priced in US dollars. We are at 978 US dollars. Ha! Where did we find some resistance? Let me get rid of you. Let me get rid of you. Ah! That's weird, isn't it? Where did we find some resistance on platinum? Hey, here's some good news for platinum. We are now back in the cautiously excited area for platinum. Okay, we've been talking about this. We had those two lines that I just moved out. This pattern, I'll go back and show you. It was that is the one that we could have been playing out. It looks like it's playing out pretty much exactly. Or the other one that could be playing out was this here. Okay, so we're in this no man's land for platinum while we were below this uptrend line right here, and we were in between 930 and here. It was no man's land. Okay, any man's game, any metals game as such. We have now seen a clear move now back. So this looks like the direction it might be facing. Okay, so this one here may be probably not happening anymore, and this one pattern looks like it's the one that is playing out. And where did we find exact resistance? I said watch out for the top end of this downtrend line, and we have found exact resistance Exact. I mean, exact. Okay. Why is it exact? And why this trend line? Okay. Bang. Because it is the key one from February of 2021. That high back in here, downtrend line, failure to hold for any significant period of time, resistance, made another play, failure to hold it, and it's making another play for it. Okay. So far, I am now, while we're above the mother of all trend lines, this is the 2008 trend line, while we're above the thick yellow line, we are now in cautiously optimistic mode. I'll say optimistic, cautiously excited, maybe optimistic area. Okay, that's good to see. We're nowhere out of the woods yet though. Okay, you can easily see, as it's done to me a billion times before, like Lucy in the football, Lucy with Charlie Brown in the football, it fakes me out and then we do that. As long as we bounce there, that's good. Yeah, we can do that again because just that's what platinum does to me. But it's really good to see it, okay? We need to see it continue its move. We need to see it continue to do this. So one of two things. Either do that thing. That's good. That's fine. I'll take that. Or preferably, just for extra confidence, go away. Go away. You can't see that, but that was an alert there. That is more preferable. I don't care which way it gets there as long as it gets to there. Okay. And then I will say that we are in excited mode. Okay. Excited mode for platinum. And then after that, well, you've really got this key one now, which I think I can draw in, quite specifically. So then it would need to get over there. Maybe I'm going to call this, you know what? I'm going to make up a new thing. Okay, I know you love it when I do that. Again, we'll be getting to Bitcoin, crypto, and those specific ones that I mentioned on XASAP. But this is platinum. I'm now going to call this this is my cautiously optimistic zone. Okay, this is not my cautiously excited zone. This is my cautiously excited zone. Cool. Is that a text bar? Yeah, it is. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I couldn't be bothered doing that. You can just remember this. Cautiously optimistic, cautiously excited, and this is now my excited zone. Cool. Once we get above here, so call it wherever you want to call it, around about 1,030 US dollars. When we start closing above 1,030, could be a little bit lower depending on the time frame, could be around about there, 1,030, then I'll be in excited mode, right? Cautiously optimistic, good to see. Cautiously excited mode. Okay, you close above here, bang, and of course uber full bull rah platinum for a good period of time if when we close any month above the final hurdle of 1,115 US dollars. That's it for platinum. Gold and silver. Gold silver ratio. Gold to silver ratio. Ooh, hopefully I'm not buffering. Let me just double check the comments again. A bit too late. Been good for the last 5 minutes. Okay, thank you for that. Keep letting me know. I might need to switch this over. Do you think I'm going to do that? Yeah, I probably am. I'm about to switch this over. Give me 1 second. It's going to buffer for about 2.3 seconds. That. Give me 1 second. I think I am. No, it looks like I might be buffering. Oh no. Oh no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm here. You can see me. Yeah, cool. All right, great. We are back, baby. Okay, let me know that you can see me, you can hear me. So let me know in the comments, can you see me, can you hear me? Am I all good again? Fantastic. So here is gold to silver ratio. Very quickly, still in gold's favor. We've got this final hurdle right here of 93.5. Doesn't mean we get there. Silver can certainly turn around here. But at the moment, it's just in gold's favor. Okay, although I will take note on the relative strength index on the daily time frame, potentially heading down. So look, at the moment, it's in gold's favor. It will turn around eventually, and silver will have its time in the sun once again. That is all of the precious metals. Do some quick comments and check everything okay now. Yeah, there we go. A bit late today. Camera, let me check a few things. We are going out to 208 people watching on X on YouTube. We're about to do Bitcoin, general altcoin market. Going to look at TOSHI today, ACH quickly as well, and pop a comment in right now. If you're watching this on YouTube, you get to use the live chat just like all of these wonderful people that join me on YouTube. Okay, if you would like to give a chart request right now, go to my account on X, go to my profile on X, click on the YouTube link. It takes you to my channel, and then just find the live stream, and you can just join in on the live stream. It's a good idea to both follow me on X and both subscribe to me on YouTube, because sometimes you get different things, okay? So you really want to be up to date on both. Cool? And of course, and I'll just double check all the stuff here. G'day Knackers, a bit late today. Been good for the last 5 minutes. Can you post a comment below right now? Let me know that I'm coming through A-okay, because I'm now running this off my phone, and as far as I'm aware, it's pretty good. Cool. We're about to get to all that other funky stuff, ladies and gentlemen. And am I not trending? Am I still going out on YouTube? 3,300 followers on... not on YouTube, on X, and I'll just click on here and double check that we're going out good. Yeah, we're going out great. Fantastic. Good stuff. All right, people. What else do you need to know? Well, follow me on X, people, right here. x.com/It's Joe Main. Of course, buy from Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au, the best gold and silver bullion dealer in all of Australia. Free shipping when you buy over a certain amount. No other bullion dealer does it. Great prices, great service, great shipping times. That's a big thing at the moment, shipping times. You can get a cheap price for something, but if it takes 2 weeks to get there, what's the damn point? Okay? Cheap prices, great premiums, great service, great everything, and free shipping, and quick shipping when you... Right, that's just great. perthbullion.com.au. Wealthstack, wealthstack.com. Australian owned, Australian operated, Australian regulated, unallocated gold program. All unallocated means is you're not holding the physical gold in your thing. Some of you are like, I only want to hold it in my hands. I'm going to walk around with it everywhere I go. The whole day when I go to work, I'm holding my gold. Right? Okay. I'm being a bit facetious here, but the form in which you hold physical precious metals can change. Download this for your iPhone or Android. It's the Wealthstack app, wealthstack.com. You're buying real physical metal. It's backed 1-to-1 with real physical metal. They don't deal in paper contracts, any of that crap, okay? If Wealthstack sell a whole bunch of gold, in one day, they've got to go out and then buy a whole bunch of gold. Now, they're partnered with one of the largest gold wholesalers and distributors and storage facilities in the entire, what's like the top one in the top 5, okay? And they're LBMA registered. So all the gold is LBMA registered gold. It's all approved, and it's fantastic. And you're buying gold for spot plus 1%. That's it. No matter whether you're buying $1 million of gold or $10 of gold, that's the minimum. Okay. Sign up, free to join. Use your use your put your ID, identification, all above board. You've got to go through all those hoops to be able to buy gold and all that stuff. Okay. That's how you know they're taking things seriously with all the ID requirements and all that. And what's coming down the track? Silver is coming. Not yet. It's on the roadmap. Physical deliveries are on the roadmap as well. A debit card is on the roadmap as well, where you can pay for everyday goods and services in your gold and silver and platinum and every other stuff they're going to be adding. It's so good. Wealthstack, wealthstack.com. All right, people. Good at 10:03. Fantastic. Go away. I thought I'd put you on vibrate. There we go. Let's take a look at Bitcoin and crypto and all the other stuff. Okay, let's share the screen and we're going to get into... Oh boy. Hit the like button right now for me, people. Let's share the screen here. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Interesting. Okay, we've had that move again. All right, here is Bitcoin on the daily time frame, priced in US dollars, 97,324. Beep, 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 beep. Okay, what we have found though is we have butted up against the support line once again. Now, some people are saying, that's it, all good, we're done now. Yeah, that's quite possible. Okay, so after the breakout of this downtrend line, okay, the move up to the new all-time high, 109,000 something. Sorry, before then we had that test of the downtrend line. One test of the downtrend line. Second test, big spike. Second test of the downtrend line, big spike on the daily time frame. Okay, we love, as we say, we love the big spikes going down because it says that buyers are in control of the market. And sellers go, or the panic sellers, or the people getting liquidated, right, from their leverage long positions, go, oh no, And everyone else goes, yes, please. And right here, okay, when we head down to that $90,000 mark, a quick wick, very quick wick, right? Good move. Great, good move. We're in the last hour of the trading day. Okay, we have about 53 minutes until the new trading day begins. I'm not now expecting a quick wick back up to over 100,000 in the next 53 minutes. No. Okay, so it is more likely, and now this is the third test of the downtrend line. Now, from here, could we absolutely, never go back down through this trend line? Of course. Because we're not seeing a quick wick now. Okay, this is really established. There's more chance, and I'm not saying it will, but there is now more chance that we see this downtrend broken. If you see that downtrend line broken, then we got to watch out for this. Okay, you got to watch out for that once again. If that gets broken another time, look, you can have another quick wick down, and then onwards and upwards we go. Sure, but just be cautious around here. Okay. Now, what could happen, and this is all spitballing. We're not going to close up in here. Okay, this isn't going to be a big wick down for this trading day. Okay, so what can potentially happen? Yeah, look, you might see some upward movement today, but on balance of probability, you just got to watch out for this. You do that again, then that's likely to be taken out. I'm not saying that's happening again, just got to watch out for it. Cool. But just the thing I don't like is the fact that we haven't had that big spike down. That's not a buyers in control of the market. Cool. Let's take a look on the relative strength index. Okay, relative strength index is also on the daily time frame is trending down. Now we are at a horizontal level of support on the RSI. Cool. And we haven't broken it. Okay. That's cool. Sure. Can we just turn around here and do that? Yeah, and onwards and upwards. We could. My favoring is probably heading down below here. I could be completely wrong on that. Okay, so my feeling right now is at least the next couple of days, maybe next 2-3 days, we potentially see some lower prices, or at least consolidating around here. I don't think we shoot back up in the next few days. Okay, so all of this is spitballing. And should you be dollar cost averaging into crypto anyway? Yeah, sure. Dollar cost averaging, meaning you don't care whether it goes up or goes down because you're averaging your cost in over time. But really just focus on here. Now, if you want to stay updated, you can have your own charts, and I'm sure you've got your own. Post a comment below if you're watching on the replay. Upload your charts. I want to see your screenshots as well on YouTube comments or on X in the replies. But yeah, if you want to stay updated, just follow me. Okay. What you could potentially see, and what would be good to see, is a bounce off here, or potentially just a bounce off here would be preferable. Okay. Don't close down below that downtrend line. Not great. Cool. If we want to talk about potential lower prices, I ain't saying it's going here, but bear in mind, we are trending down on the weekly RSI as well, okay? And we've been extremely overvalued on the weekly time frame, and we are trending down. I would want to be watching out for a support level, and I wouldn't want to see it close anywhere below. Yeah, we're kind of there at the moment, okay? You can see that support there, that with resistance there, that support there, and we're kind of at it right now. If you want to cheat it, you can call it around about there. Okay, I don't want to see it close below there. That would set it up for an even lower move. And in nasty fiat dollar price terms, that could take it down into your mid 80s, possibly anywhere down to your $74,000 mark. Now, if that got down to there, which I'm not saying it is, that's actually quite normal. Okay, you have a breakout and you have a retest. Cool, that's a breakout and a retest. That would spell a lot of pain for a lot of people. You'd see a lot of probably leverage longs get taken out, in this sort of mid 80s level. And I'd call that kind of really, that'd be quite max pain. Everyone would be really getting quite desperate and fearful at that point. And you buy the fear, obviously. Okay, but yeah, if you start closing below that 73.74, ooh, that's the term. Ooh, okay, not great. Okay, so preferably that, and of course, what we really want is just maybe that'll happen. Preferably, we just want to remain above that downtrend line, and then something like that, whatever, squiggly lines, it's just dollar cost average is your best way to go. So that is Bitcoin, crucial point, got to stay above that downtrend line. Okay, cool. That's what you need to know for Bitcoin, and remain above that uptrend line right there, please and thank you. Cool. Let's say, there was someone who, if I can find it, I will. Give me 1 second. I'm going to pop you back on the camera. I'm just going to find something because I don't like to open my tabs and then you see all my other naughty tabs that I have. Let's see. Facebook. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go to Savvy Investor. Let's see. Savvy Investor. Where is it? Recent posts. Give me a second. I'm going to find it. Recently seen, featured. I don't want the featured ones. I want recently seen. There was one from about 50 minutes ago, which was really good on the Savvy Investors thing, and I'm sure I can find it. Here it is, and I'm going to share the screen. Cool. Right here. Take a look at this for Bitcoin and altcoins. Here's what someone shared. This is the Savvy Investor group on Facebook. I'm sure it's open to anyone, even internationally. Someone named Mitch Sanders. We are still early in the cycle. Question is, will you fully take advantage of it? Okay, let's take a look at this. Today is the final shakeout. This was posted about an hour ago, according to Mitch Sanders. Mitch Sanders says, I saw this exact pattern in 2021. Next week, the market will go parabolic, talking about altcoins in particular. Okay. I possibly share that sentiment. This is your last chance to grab the best low caps before they skyrocket. More data in the comments. Okay, good to know. But this is what happened altcoin season last time. This is the price of Bitcoin right here. Let me get my head out of the way. And you can see that. Okay, see that spike up to that $50,000. This is Bitcoin, right? In US dollars, 50,000. Then you had a move down to here, down to like $39,000. Everyone freaked out. Okay, and then and that spelt alt season 2021. That's what happened. And then Bitcoin started creeping up and up and up, and then alts went crazy. Cool. Apparently a similar thing might be playing out. Look at this. This is actually really interesting. It's very good. I mean, look at that. There, that forms your sort of your, I've forgotten the technical term, but look, your high range, your low range. Right, they've got some kind of specific names. There's that spike. Okay, there. Okay, support there. There's that extra big spike, right? That's that, and then down here, and then. So this person's expecting maybe a move down to around about 88, 89,000. Oh, wasn't that beforehand? Isn't that when we did that before? Oh, February 3rd. Oh, at 100,000. Oh, okay. So they're saying it around about here. So what they're saying is this was this. That was that $89,000 move. Are they saying that? There's that, what's that? 100,000, 90,000. Let's take a look. 100,000, 90,000. Oh, and they're saying this was that. Cool. So they're saying this was that, which has already happened. And now we're back up here. So they're saying altcoin season is coming imminently. So if that's the case, let's take a look at others right now. We're going to take a look at others, which is the altcoin market minus everything else, minus the top 10. Alrighty, what do we see in the general altcoin market? So this is others, every single crypto except the top 10. So basically the general altcoin market. We have now gone into the best buy zone right here. The best buy zone for me, anywhere between 280 billion to 250 billion dollar market cap, and we have now even hit the belly of the best buy zone, deep into the heart of it. Okay, so we've just in the last hour, we just did it. Okay, we went into 267 billion US dollars, a very clear break of this downtrend line. We were talking about this symmetrical triangle pattern. It was going to do one of two things, either break up like that or break down like that. Definitely not doing that anymore. Okay, so that is out of it. No go. This is playing out. And we haven't even seen, interestingly, we saw a break. We haven't even seen a retest. We did see a retest on the 4-hour time frame. Very briefly, when we broke down, we had a 4-hour time period or an 8-hour time period. We came back and retested it. Pretty obviously, it was going to act as support. You break it, then you retest. The level acted as resistance, and then okie dokie. So let's pop it out to the daily time frame, and I also want to pop in the relative strength index. Okay, here we are. Altcoin markets in the next. So here's my prediction. Okay, in February. So we gave you the gold prediction. Gold, I think, will be green for next. Gold, I said, lower prices maybe in the next couple of days, but I think it might end green for February. Okay. But for the altcoin market in particular, we have a little bit more to go, I think. Okay, so this could be the low at 267. We're right in the belly of the best buy zone, so that's good to see. What I would need to see in order to be convinced that this now is just the quick spike low, okay, very unlikely. I mean, we could close above it. We've got another 45 minutes or so until the close of the day and the open of the new day. I preferably want to see it close above, so a quick wick down and a close above 280 billion. That would actually be a very nice setup for a green day today. So if we close above 8, here's my prediction for the next 24 hours. If we close in the next 45 minutes, 40 minutes above $280 billion market cap for others, then today, this next 24 hours will be a green day. Now, I'm not saying we creep onwards and upwards from here. I'm just saying you'll probably get a little bit of relief. But on the relative strength index on the daily time frame, okay, we are trending down into the bottom end of the normal channel, so getting into extremely oversold. We're not there yet on the daily, so that does have room to move down. So the next few days, 2-3 days, could continue to be red days. But we're getting to the low, I think. And I think in February, this will be the time. Okay, so that's my prediction for February is, and it's pretty obvious, okay, in February, the altcoin market will bottom. That could happen in the next 24, 48, 72 hours, or it could happen a little bit further on in February, but I think in February it's probably done. Okay, that's my opinion because we're so close to extremely undervalued or extremely oversold on the altcoin market on the relative strength index on the daily. Okay, if I take a look at the 4-hour, we're already in extremely undervalued. Okay, extremely oversold. So the next couple of days of a turnaround, okay, possible. On the weekly time frame, I will caution you on the weekly. Okay, that's why I think it will bottom out in February. Okay, probably have a really good month in March, I'd imagine, but probably going to bottom out possibly here, but bottom out, definitely in February. I think I'm going to call it that. So you got a couple more weeks for that to happen. And on the weekly time frame, though, you are still moving down, and you also have broken this trend line right here. We will get to the specific crypto in just a couple of moments. We are taking a look at TOSHI. We will take a look at ACH. Watch out for there, okay? That's where you don't want to close below. So this would coincide quite well. Maybe the next couple of weeks, sometime in February, we do bottom out in the altcoin market. Could it go as low as here? Yes. So by the way, this is my best buy zone. Does this mean I think we bottom out 100% here? No. The line in the sand I have is at 230 billion. That's the one you really don't want to cross below. You don't want to close any day, week, month below 230 billion. I just have the best buy zone in there because it's the best risk to reward. You can certainly have a spike down to 230. Okay, that would be uber max pain down in there. But if you're dollar cost averaging, if you're just looking for the best buy range, the best buy zone, it's now anywhere down to 250 billion. That's for me. Okay, I made a little mistake here. So here's how. Very quickly, let me let you into the window of just a regular person like you. I made a mistake and I took a bit of a haircut. A little bit of a haircut. Not a huge haircut, but a little bit. I didn't listen to my own advice. This is the thing. You even have to really be careful. You say, hey, don't do this, don't do that. Have a think about this. And you've really got to remind yourself too. What happened? We started creeping above remember this $330 billion area, that confluence right there? We started creeping above here, and I went, I think I might just get back in a little bit. I did get back in a little bit with around about less than half, but close-ish to half of my USD portfolio. I got back in, right? And I went, look, this could be good. We got to there, and then, so then I took a bit of a haircut. I had to, once we got down into here, and I saw that this was not going to act as, when I saw this acting as resistance here, when we broke this downtrend line, saw it acting as resistance, then I went, okay, and I had to get a haircut. So I lost a bit of. I've got a decent amount still left in the tank, in the dry powder. Okay, and now I am waiting for the right-ish time to get full port back into altcoins. Okay, so I'll be watching the relative strength index on the daily time frame very closely. If we get into this kind of situation here on the daily time frame, extremely undervalued or extremely oversold, as they call it, like back in here of August of 2024, if we start doing that and creep into extremely oversold or undervalued, okay, for altcoins, I will be very much getting back in this area. From probably about here, I'll really be watching it. Maybe I'll be scaling in as we go down. Okay, but it looks like we've got some room to move down. Okay, and definitely on that weekly time frame, as I said, you just want to remain above there, please. Okay, down below there, not good. Then you're heading down further, and then we're talking like maybe March will be downwards. Okay, for the altcoin market. So let's just hold there on the weekly, please. Get into extremely overvalued on the daily, please. That will be great. That's a great signal to then be loading up. Okay, for me, you might be different, and nothing I say is financial advice. Cool. That's the general altcoin market. Looking like February will be the bottoming out. That's my prediction. Cool. Probably many other people are saying the same thing. Let's take a look at some individual crypto right now. I'm going to go back. I'm just going to check whether I am buffering or not buffering. Lance says, and I'm going to go back over here. Let me get, what's it? Yes, ETH is taking a beating at the moment. Lance says, I'd be leveraging up in the 70K mark. That's what you said with Bitcoin. If it gets down to that max pain level, that would be an area to be leveraged a little bit. Maybe don't go crazy on leverage because I've learnt my lessons on that. Okay, big drop in alts. Yes, absolutely. Let's see. Let me get rid of that. I'm just going to open up. I'm going to open up Dex Screener. Give me a second. Dex Screener. We're going to take a look at TOSHI and ACH specifically. Am I buffering? Why is this not opening up for me? Okay, give me 1 second. Hopefully I'm not buffering here. You son of a bee. Oh no, I'm good. I just don't know why Dex Screener is not opening up for me. It doesn't like me today. Okay, so maybe I'll do Gecko Terminal instead. Let's do that. Okay, Gecko Terminal loves me, and Dex Screener does not love me. Oh no, it loves me again. Okay, that was weird. Okay, so let's have a look at Dex Screener. Okay, we're going to take a look at Tosh. Share the screen, people. TOSHI, that's not the one I want. I want this one. Cool. All right, here's your mini TOSHI update. Let me pop this on the daily time frame for all my wonderful TOSHI fam. Cool, cool. I will even use this as a bit of an excerpt as well. Here we go. Here's a quick TOSHI price update for you. Looking at TOSHI on the daily time frame priced in US dollars. We are at 0.00070. Okay, so we're underneath the previous all-time high. Now, I'm going to share with you, I've made a little bit of a change. Okay, I've actually changed my best buy zone. Sorry if this is annoying. It's not much of a change. It's a little bit of a change. Okay, I originally had it right here. This is the rectangle here. Can I move that? Yes, I can. Give me a second. I had it around about here. Why is that locked in? I don't want it locked in. Go away. There you go. I had it here between the previous all-time high. Now, this still could be correct. Okay, and I had it for between 0.00075 and 0.00055, I think it was. I had a re-look at the market. I also looked at the relative strength index as well. And then I've just revised it down a little bit, not by much. It was just down to here instead. So my new best buy zone, hey, we might not even hit it, but I'll pop it here. It is between the 0006 and 0004. Okay, I have to adjust to the message of the market. Okay, so let me just pop that in for you. Let's say 0006 to 0.0004 ish. Okay, and I'll call that best buy zone. Now, what does that mean? Does it mean you should be buying here? No. Does it mean you should be buying here? No. Can it go lower than that? Yes. But for me, it's just the best risk to reward. It's the best range in which you could realistically find a bottoming out period. Again, could absolutely tank from here. Okay, Toshi could tank. Okay, but that's the best buy zone area. Okay, between 0.0006 and 0.0004. As you can see, it very much played out that we saw the lower prices coming. I did make mention of that, the fact that we had been in extremely overvalued. And we're already ticking over. Okay, now we're getting towards the halfway point. Okay, let's look at the 4 hour. Again, now here's the thing with the 4 hour. Okay, so here is Toshi. As I said, what was I trying to say? Oh, for the Toshi community, my wonderful Toshi community, you may not care about this. Okay, you're dollar cost averaging, you're holding for the future. You've been holding all the way through here. I know some of you took some profits. Fantastic. This is the area now which I will be looking at potentially loading up some more. And that's why the best buy zone is that 0.0006 to 0.0004. If you have a look on the 4 hour time frame on the relative strength index, we're starting to move into extremely undervalued or extremely oversold, extremely undervalued. Okay. And when you get in there, you do not spend forever there. So could this coincide with the top end of the best buy zone? Could we get down to, say, that 0006 area? Okay, and that's an area of that's where we get into the extremely undervalued, right? And could that be it? Could we just spend some time around here and then that's it? Technically, well, we've hit the best buy zone. It's the top end of the best buy zone, but technically we've hit it. So that could be the area. Or for you, you might go, I might get scale back in here, see where it goes. If it starts heading down into, the belly of the best buy zone, sure, then you're just sort of averaging in your cost over that time. My feeling is with Toshi is that we're probably not going to. Here's my prediction for Toshi for February. Let's say that. Here's my prediction for February for Toshi. I could be wrong here. I don't think that we consolidate through price. I think we possibly consolidate more through time. So rather than seeing just a quick spike down and then onwards and upwards we go, okay, I think more so that we potentially just spend a bit of time in this general area, okay? I don't know how much time it happens, right? But general kind of area rather than a big spike here and then onwards and upwards. So I'm more thinking we consolidate through time than we consolidate through price. Now, could I be wrong? Yes. Am I an expert? No. Am I an amateur? Yeah. But that's it for me. Yeah, best buy zone from there to there. On the daily, again though, we've got room to move. Okay, on that daily time frame. On the weekly time frame on Toshi, yeah, you've got a lot of room to move down. I'd be watching out for a support level, and I don't want to see it close anywhere below here, preferably. This is on the relative strength index, around about there-ish. I'm going to call it, I'll call it there. Okay, preferably don't close below there. Okay, so that kind of does lend itself, and this is the weekly time frame. Look at that big weekly, right? This is a huge weekly candle. Okay, we've got half an hour until the new week starts, so the new day and the new week. Okay, so very likely we don't crack up from here. Very likely in half an hour we're not going to have a massive spike up. Okay, so very likely we open this week and we start we have some further move down, probably into the belly of the best buy zone. Okay, and from there, hopefully that's the signal. And then we turn around from here. Okay, but yeah, lower prices very likely coming. That best buy zone 0006 to 0004, best risk to reward on the monthly time frame. And of course, bear in mind, bear in mind, what was I trying to say? You can certainly head lower, okay? But that's the belly of, that's the bottom end right there, and that lines up with that spike, okay? So if you start closing below that 0.0004, I'd be getting concerned, okay? Really concerned if you're getting below here. That's your max pain, okay? Total max pain is at 0.00025, okay? So I'm not saying it's going there, but I'm going to just give you max pain. Max pain getting concerned. Now, in the max pain getting concerned area, okay, that would be extreme fear. Should you be buying extreme fear? Generally, it's worked out quite well when people buy extreme fear. So I'm not saying it's going to point, 0.0025, but that would be like the point where everyone's thinking, oh crap, it's over and done and dusted, and then it fakes you out there, okay? But yeah, best buy zone is there, and that's probably what you should mainly focus on. Cool. But yeah, expecting February to be still a little bit lower, okay? Expecting February to go into that best buy zone for TOSHI. That's Tosh. I will keep you updated as usual. My wonderful, amazing TOSHI community. Love your work. Cool, let's take a look at ACH. And then I will take a chart request if I have time. Let me go back to others. Oh man, okay, quickly I want to do ACH, okay? Let me go to here. Wow, okay, here is, I'll go to the monthly time frame. Okay, no, I'll go to the weekly, and then, no, sorry, I'll go to the monthly. And then I will do a bit of a time code. I'll probably keep this for, I'll probably do an excerpt for this for ACH people as well, because I'm really interested in ACH. Here we go. Let's do a quick ACH Alchemy Pay update. This is Alchemy Pay on the monthly time frame, price in US dollars, 4 cents. Okay, 4 cents. We've had this move now, very crucial, and I hate to use that buzzword of crucial level and all that, but we are at a very crucial level, okay? I actually got into and made a tiny little bit of a profit, actually, on the move above the 4 cent getting excited line and this downtrend line. So this is the weekly time frame, okay? The fact that we had, and I'll show, actually, I need to show you on the daily. No, I'll show you on the weekly. We had, in this last previous week, okay, we'd gone and spiked above this major downtrend line, right? So this symmetrical triangle pattern, and we had a move above it. Now, we didn't spike all the way up to here yet. We'd spiked above it, and we'd spiked above my 4 cent getting excited line. And I said, oh, that's getting me excited. We're above the getting interested line. We spiked above for the very first time since back here in March of 2024. We spiked above, well, that formed the downtrend line, and the first time we spiked above it. So I actually decided on the daily time frame, when we were down right about here, we were above this downtrend line, I got into a position, okay, a quick position to ride a bit of a wave. And I thought, hey, let's see where it goes, and I'll put a stop loss in just in case and all that kind of stuff. So I got in around about 4 cents. And then I rode it up to here, and I did take, it started moving down a bit, so I did take some profits. So it was like, not much, it was like $1,500 or something like that, that I just made a little bit of profit, okay? But I was being very wary of the fact that we didn't close a day above the Fibonacci line right here. So it was good to see us above this downtrend line, but we hadn't closed above the Fibonacci line. Okay, so that's why I said I'm going to get out of here for now. And I also looked at the relative strength index on the daily time frame. It was starting to tick over. I looked at the 4 hour as well, and all that, it was starting to trend down. So I did take a little bit of profits there, and I think we're going to head back down to ACH. And we have certainly seen that. Okay, this isn't like massive soothsaying, fortune telling stuff, right? It's pretty obvious. Okay, now we're at a crucial level. We are right smack back down on this downtrend line on the weekly time frame, and a new week is about to open in around about 24 minutes. Okay, as of making this video, open Monday for. Okay, so very crucial. Okay, daily time frame. We are trending down on the relative strength index. So very likely we do break through here. Okay, if we break through and go back down into the into the symmetrical triangle pattern. Not great. I mean, what I really wanted to see was a breakout, a retest, a holding of support, and then onwards and upwards we go. Okay, but because we failed on the daily time frame to close above that Fibonacci line at around about 5.2 cents, it signaled weakness, and then okay. And on the daily time frame RSI, it's highly unlikely that you see the following pattern. It's highly unlikely that you see this, and third time's a charm. It's usually not a thing. Could it happen? Yes, but on balance of probability, the next 24 hours probably sees a move back down into here. Okay, what I need to see is the 3 cent line hold, please and thank you. That would be wonderful in the next couple of days. If I think, maybe potentially a bottoming out in February of the altcoin market, that would line up very well. Maybe in the next few days, okay, it could be early. The first week of February could be the bottoming out, and then we see higher prices in Feb, okay, from the bottoming. But yeah, balance of probability, we head down further, and really watch out for that 3 cent mark. If we start closing days below 3 cents for ACH, Alchemy Pay, then it's like, it's not great. Then we're probably going to head down to that end. Okay, so hold that 3 cent level. I will be watching the general altcoin market very closely. If we get down into others, so for example, showing you others, if you just click the time code, or this is the excerpt, if we start getting down into here-ish kind of territory, okay, and if that lines up with, and if, sorry, more specifically, if we, I'll just move that up, if we get into extremely undervalued or oversold on the general altcoin market in the next few days, and if that lines up with ACH getting down to around about 3 cents, I would be very much considering, me personally, starting to scale in at 3 cents. Why I like ACH from a fundamental play, just do your own research on it, what it is, what it does. From a charting perspective, it's got a lot of room to move higher as well. So I think with part of my portfolio, which I am currently pretty much all back in USD at the moment, waiting for the right time to find the bottom for the altcoin market, a portion of my port will be going into ACH. I'll be doing some other things as well, and I'll let you know what my probably 4 or 5, I'm going to try and limit it to 4 or 5 maximum. Okay, I've got little dusts of other stuff from like being in crypto since 2013, but my full portfolio, my big portfolio, I'm going to be getting into maybe 4 or 5 maximum. Okay, I don't want to spread myself too thin. I can tell you right now, ACH will be one of them. Definitely. Okay. So that is what I'm looking out for. I'm expecting in the next couple of days a move down, and watch out for that 3 cent mark. But on the, when we continue the altcoin market, if you're watching my ACH stuff for the first time, you can pause and look at this area right here. Need to see it get back over the downtrend line. That's the 4 cent getting excited mark. My first take profit target is at 7.7 cents. Now, if we do get down to 3 cents, and if I start buying here at 3 cents, and if this around about here is the low, okay, would I be taking profits at 7.5 cents? You're damn right I would. Why would I be doing that? Because, well, let's say it's 3 cents. 3 cents to 7.5 cents is 170%. Are you telling me that if your average cost is at 3 cents, you're not recouping your initial investment at 170% higher? You're not going to, at least if you put in $5,000, you've more than doubled, you've nearly tripled, okay? You've more than doubled your investment. You're not taking out your initial $5,000 at that point. Yeah, you are, because you're not dumb and you like money. You don't like to lose, right? And you want the rest just to be gravy, and the rest is profit, okay? So that's my first take profit target for ACH. My personal second take profit target is, hey, let's say I get an average cost of 3 cents. That's a 430% move to 15 cents for ACH. Why is it 15 cents? It is the 1.618 Fibonacci extension from this high and this low right there. And my major profit taking target for ACH, before all the ACH fanboys jump on me, which fanboys is a complimentary term, not a derogatory term, got to have fanboys. But that's the second point where I would be taking some profits after 430%. Yes, thank you. And the major profit taking area for me personally, where I'd be probably 70 to 80% out and I'd keep like 30, 20% left, is between, well, that's a, 750% move from 3 cents? Yeah, I'm taking major profits there. That's somewhere between 25 cents and 40 cents, major profit taking area for me personally, okay? That's because I tend to favor the 2.618 to the 4.236 from a previous major high and low on the Fibonacci extensions. Cool. Now, for the ACH people, you might be saying, dude, that is so damn low. This is going to $1 easy. Great. I want to hear your reasons why. But that's why I'll be keeping 20 to 30% bag left, just in case, and see where the price goes, in case we go through crazy hog wild crypto thing, ending maybe, the halfway through this year, or, Q4 of this year. Okay, and then we go to like your dollar. Great, I've still got 20, 30% up my sleeve, and that's even more gravy for me. Cool, but that's my current plan for ACH. Okay, so to reiterate, I'm expecting maybe a 3 cent touch. I'm going to be getting in around about there, and then I will be riding the wave. Of course, anything can change, and I'll just adjust to the message of the market. That is ACH, Alchemy Pay. Do I have some final comments, or do I have any? Oh, I did that there. I should have done that there. Oops. Do I have any comments? Let's go back. Great to see so many people watching. Final comments, and if you have any chart requests right now, please let me know, and I will, probably got a little bit of time. If you want to port over from X over to YouTube, that's where you can enjoy the live chat on X. So if you have a chart request right now, or I think you could probably leave a reply on X. So let me just check the X account. No, I don't have any replies on there. If you want to reply to me on the X account right now and let me know if you have any specific chart requests. Otherwise, I will just do some comments and I'll get out of here. So no buffering, says Nakas O'Reilly. Great. Mark Florida says, got to run. Good show today. Thank you, man. Thank you for all the information. See y'all. Great to see you. Now, I would like to ask a quick question. Has anyone seen Tony Peterson? Is Tony Peterson doing okay? Because Tony is Chat Mum. So I'd love to know if Chat Mum is in today. Pete Repeat is here. Good to see Pete. Hey, Pete. Is Chat Mum, how's Chat Mum doing? Tony Pearson, market open at 4556. Yeah, AG. So let's take a look quickly. I'm going to go back and take a quick look at, get your chart requests in now if you have any. I'm going to take a quick look, a re-look at a couple of things we just looked at. So gold is at, okay, so gold is at, a down day for gold. I said this at the start of the day. I said it's probably going to be a down day for gold. So far, it's been a down day for gold. That means nothing. It's pretty obvious. It's a big spike. You had a move there. Okay, we're getting into extremely overvalued. Not yet, but extremely overvalued for gold. So it's pretty obvious. Next couple of days, and I'm still expecting around about there, maybe support level at 2775. By the way, for gold holders, you don't want it to close below 2735, around about there. No, thank you. That's gold. Silver is also down. So, okay, we're now back below the $31 level. Okay, cool. So, yeah, I was expecting a down day today. It was pretty obvious for gold. That's in US dollar prices, but someone was talking about Australian dollar prices. Now, interestingly, on the daily time frame, look at this on the daily. Let me get rid of all this. Okay, look at this on the daily. What do you notice? Daily for gold, red day. Daily for gold in Australian dollars. Oh, it's a green day so far. Okay, have we? Yeah, we have opened it. We've opened up higher. Okay, 4,544 Australian dollars. Why? Because the Australian dollar... Whoa, we are heading down further, okay? The Australian dollar, and if you take a look at wherever you are in the world right now, if you're not in the US, go find your foreign currency, what it's doing against the US dollar right now, and you will see the same thing. It is probably tanking at the moment. So, Australian dollar, tanking against the US dollar. We did talk about this level right here of the 60-cent mark. It's definitely coming down to there at least. So one Australian dollar would be worth 60 US cents. I think that's the way, or is it the other? Is it the other way? Is that the way, or is it the other way? $1 US is 60 cents Australian. Anyway, or it's forgotten that way. But anyway, it's heading down further, and that is actually technically good for you and me who hold US denominated assets. Okay, so that's actually good for us that it's weakening. Okay, purely being selfish about our gold and silver holdings. So gold is going higher in Australian dollars right now. It's at new all-time highs. Okay, silver is going higher. Silver in Australian dollars, I think may have just, this is silver in Australian dollars. Okay, as I said, gold in Australian dollars right there, pumping a little bit, and that's because the Australian dollar is tanking against the USD. You've got a lot of room to move down. Okay, watch for that level there at 60. If that does not hold, excuse me, if that right there, see that goes back to, that's the 2008. Holy shit. Okay, we are heading down to GFC type lows for the Australian dollar against the US dollar. Okay, so I'm imagining this is going to be a pretty significant area of support. Okay, you could look for something like that, quite likely. Okay, on the Australian dollar. Again, I know this is not fun for the rest of you international people, but again, if you're somewhere else in the world, you might see a similar thing happen in your own foreign currency. That would be clear support. If that is not held, down there, and that'll be like pretty much almost historical all-time lows, at least for this particular chart, which only goes back to 2006. Okay, but yeah, lower prices. But again, that's good for our holdings of crypto, our holdings of Bitcoin. It's great for our holdings of USD. Do you remember I made a video entitled, and can I find it for you? I can't right now. It was entitled, this is a few weeks back, entitled, Is USD the place to be? And we talked about, is the US dollar the best place to be at the moment? If you are waiting to load up in stuff, do you hold it in your own foreign currency? So do you hold it in Australian dollars waiting to load up on altcoins or load up on gold or silver or whatever asset it is? Or do you hold it in USD because this has been moving down? Well, it does still seem to be the case that USD is the place to be, at least for parking your sort of dirty fiat dollar currency, okay? Because everything's tanking versus the USD. So interesting. I probably don't have any other comments or any other requests. Can we check? Okay, can we check CBA ASX chart? If the RBA, the Reserve Bank of Australia, cuts interest rates, the dollar is cooked. Cooked, man. Yeah. Jason made a long comment a while back. If you want to check, I will check that. Thank you, Jason. I will check that. Give me a look. Yes, you did. I will check that. Thank you so much. I'll get to the other comments as well. There's lots of comments to get through, so I've got to do all the comments. Let's see. There's a few comments from Jason. Well, currently don't have enough silver to fulfill contracts with minimal physical delivery requested. Will panic when discovered how bad ratio paper to physical silver is. It's like 400 or more than 400 to 1 at the moment. Yeah. The chickens come home to nest. Was it the rooster comes home to roost? Lance says divergences on gold are interesting as well. We could 1 to 2 in a parabolic move. Oh, Elliott wave. I'm not an Elliott wave guy. I wish I was. I would like to learn more about it. By the way, as I think I said, I am really considering, I think I'm out of time now for this year. Starting next year, I'm really considering doing the Mastering the Markets course, the ASX Trader course. I think I don't have the ability to do it at the moment, but I think next year I might possibly do it. Become a professional trader. Interesting times indeed. When gold drops, it's all in precious when gold drops, it's all in precious metals for you. Fantastic. We will get the double dose. Eventually the USD will fall. Yes, eventually it will. And then as well as gold and silver will continue the run. Okay, your thoughts, Joe? If crypto, not meme coins, is backstopped. Okay, here we go. If crypto, not meme coins, is backstopped by the governments having a reserve, does this not oppose its original use of being a system for payments of trade outside the government? Yeah, so yeah, it's a fair point, Jason. the originators of that, the originators of Bitcoin, Satoshi Nakamoto or whatever, in the white paper, you're saying, we want to get out of the banks and out of that. But a lot of the new people coming in say, look, it's here. If you want it to be here to stay, you actually want it to be regulated and then a part of the general system. I think the Bitcoin thing originally, and all the, and we're talking about the real libertarians and all that, of which I used to be a libertarian. I'm not quite a libertarian anymore. But that was kind of like bucking the system and hoping the system completely crashes. Okay. And then they're hoping that Bitcoin, goes to the top of that. I don't want that. I don't want the system to crash. I don't want whole people. And I'm not saying you do, Jason. Does it not oppose the original use? Yes, it opposes the original use. Yes, I agree. But I'm okay with that. That's my thought on that. Control and purview would just become another asset that will be too big to fail and get bailed out by the government if the bubble bursts. I don't know if they're saying that they'd bail out crypto. Are they saying they'd bail out crypto? I don't know if they're saying that. But it's a fair point, and I hear what you're saying. Let's see. Other comments right here. Yes, I got that one. Fear of market crashing drives people to buy the US dollar to fly to safety, which is funny as 50% of the market is in USD, so it's creating a loop. Yes, very good. That's a great point. There is no hope in hell the Reserve Bank of Australia would cut the interest rates, otherwise we test the new lows. Yeah, I don't think we're cutting. RBA will have to come out with an emergency rate hike to save the Australian dollar, otherwise we risk becoming a third world country soon. Yeah, maybe around about that 60 cent mark, which I showed you. That's quite possible. They go, oh, okay, we got to do something about that. Let's see. And 24 Carat said, can we check CBA Australian chart? So you want to do a quick look at? We will do a quick look at the Commonwealth Bank of Australia. Okay, real quick. Okay, let me get that. Thanks for asking. Once again, a lot of people watching. We've already done. If you're just joining us here for Good Morning Stackers, this is the week daily live show. I usually go to about an hour. We're having a lot of fun here. We've done gold, silver, precious metals analysis. We've done Bitcoin and crypto and a couple of specific crypto analysis. Now this is the wonderful chat portion with everyone on YouTube. If you want to join the chat, head over to the YouTube channel right now. You can find that link in my X bio. And we're doing a chart request because I've got to help the family, got to help the gang. So it is CBA, which is the Commonwealth Bank of Australia on the Australian Stock Exchange. So let me do that for 24 carats. 24 carat magic in the air. Let's see. Okay, sharing the screen. We'll go CBA. CBA on the ASX. Cool. Let's take a quick look-see. Take a look at it on the monthly. Ooh, short. Woo! Okay, monthly time frame. Give me a second. The CBA is a very old school thing, so I need to probably do this on the quarterly, if not on the... No, I'll do it on the quarterly, if not on the yearly. Okay, let's do it. I probably won't do this as an excerpt, but we'll just do it anyway. Here we go. Chart request for the Commonwealth Bank of Australia CBA chart. I don't really need to look into the fundamentals because I live in Australia. The Commonwealth Bank of Australia is the most famous bank in Australia. Blah, 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 blah. You know what it is. You know what it does. Think if you're watching this from internationally, think it's Bank of America. Okay, it's all that. It's your JP Morgan Chase, your Bank of America. It's called one of the big four here in Australia, one of the big four banks. Okay, and it's the most well known. Okay, so here's the CBA chart. Okay, obviously, banking's been good for a lot of people. Okay, over a long period of time. For example, let's do some spitballing here. If you had bought the Commonwealth Bank of Australia chart on when it floated on the Australian Stock Exchange in 1991. Let's say you did it here and you didn't catch a little dip here. 1991 at $6. Let's say you still hold it today, or your parents bought it and you've inherited it, all that. Let's see. You've made a lovely, 2,500%. Now, the funny thing is, 2,500% when we're talking about other assets, particularly crypto at the moment. That's like, you can do that in like 24 hours for certain cryptos. Okay. But having said, for a chart, for a stock, okay, it's done great guns, okay, obviously in the last 30 or so years, okay, so you'll be doing very well. Now, obviously a big bunch of bumps along the way. We'll also take a look at the relative strength index, see where we are. But if you're still holding, and does CBA give dividends? I think it does. I could be wrong on that. You might be collecting dividends as well. But obviously here in 2007, that's going to be the GFC. So we had a huge move. Okay. We had a huge move in the GFC, a global financial crisis and economic downturn for a period of a couple of years. Okay. So from October of 2007 until January of 2009. So that's a year and a bit, okay? So this is the quarterly chart. So 1, 2, 3, 4 quarters and a little bit. So around about a year. You dropped 62%, roughly 60% in CBA. So it wasn't great to still be holding CBA banking stock here, okay? Maybe a bunch of you saw that we might have been incredibly overextended in terms of a undervalued mark. Okay. Now, this is the monthly time frame for CBA. You had enjoyed, if you had been following CBA for a long time, if you had followed the relative strength index, okay, if that was something that you followed, back in 2007, I wasn't investing in anything, okay? I only started investing in anything in 2010. So I wasn't watching charts and looking this and all that sort of stuff. I'm relatively new. Since 2010, I've been investing in precious metals. That's when I started taking interest, right? But other people were, okay? If you had been seeing this relative strength index on the monthly time frame, okay? Monthly, very important. Start to creep down. Here's the GFC. You started heading down and down and down, okay? We had this little bit of a plateau for a while, and then we broke through. I can guarantee you, and this is obviously because this is what happened, right? It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Many people would have been seeing, oh, shit, CBA, do you love my technical terms? Oh, shit. CBA, the Commonwealth Bank of Australia stock, has gone into extremely undervalued for the first time ever. Okay, that was a major buying opportunity. Hindsight is 2020. Gee, I would love to have been watching this at that time, knowing about the relative strength index, knowing about overvalued versus undervalued. I would have loaded here. Okay, now I say I would have loaded, right? I would have talked to that girl 20 years ago. I would have done this. Okay, don't have a time machine, but man, knowing what I know now, extremely undervalued for the first time. Yeah. Would have loaded up there. Okay, that would have been a great opportunity. So from there, $24 to here, that's still, what's that? That's a 550% move, okay, since 2009. That's really good too, okay? I'm showing you all this to show you where we are now, okay? Here we are now on the monthly time frame. Obviously here, of course, you had the COVID low, quick spike, okay? Banks were going to be fine, okay? The world wasn't ending. It was just a quick panic, okay? So that's the March 2020 low, okay? But out of interest on the relative strength index, we went quite low as well. So that would have been another great opportunity. Cool, cool. This sets up a potential trend line, okay? And also just want to talk about where we are on the relative strength index on this. Let's do some quick trend line stuff. I don't think I can do Fibonacci, probably not. I'm going to take it from here and here and see if that matches up anywhere. No. Not really. Is that kind of your major trend line? I think you could probably say that is. There you go. There is your, I love this stuff. I'll get rid of the relative strength index for a second. That's your major trend line for CBA. Okay, that's your average. So while you're above this trend line, looks good. While you're below this trend line, doesn't look great. Okay, now you have had periods where you've sneaked below it, but I think that's pretty obvious. Okay, and you can see on the monthly time frame, here you go. When you zoom in, what do you find? Oh, spikes, but closing around that area. Okay, so yeah, this is definitely the trend line to watch out for. Move down there, final move, fast move. Okay, resistance here, finally support, a little bit of a cluster around there, and support right there. So here's where we are right now. We're above the uptrend line. Hey, that's good. On the relative strength index, however, and I think this might be why 24 Carats was asking me to have a look at this. On the relative strength index on the monthly time frame, hey, doesn't mean we're tanking from here. I would just take a look. We've been extremely overvalued already, and the last couple of months, what do we notice? Okay, I'm noticing, and maybe you're noticing it too. I don't know why that crap's in the way. What's all this? Dividends. Yeah, it pays dividends. There you go. On the monthly time frame, do you notice something? I do. It's because I'm so zoomed in. Okay, ignore all this stuff here. Look at this. On the monthly time frame, in November, we had a high of $160. In December, we had a high of $161. In January, we had a high of $100. Very small higher highs. Okay, and what do we notice with the monthly relative strength index? Trending down. Okay, generally, and I'll pull this out to the weekly and see what it's doing, but moving up in nasty fiat dollar currency. Okay, but not making significant highs. It's like a couple of bucks. It's basically breaking even there for the last few months, but trending down on the relative strength index on the monthly time frame. That sets it up for a potential large bearish divergence. Okay, then we move back into here. So on balance of probability, I'm going to pop onto the weekly, double check. Yeah, see, same thing with the weekly. Okay, look at this move. Okay, we're not seeing significant higher highs. Okay, yeah, technically higher highs on these weekly timeframes, but not by much. Okay, and we're also, look, trending down on the weekly RSI. Okay, that says to me bearish divergence. It says we are heading lower. This is the message of the market for me. It says we are heading lower in CBA. We've probably topped in CBA for a little bit. Okay, at around about that $160 mark. So I'm expecting lower prices now coming for CBA. That is purely based on a first look at the technicals. I've never looked at the CBA price before. I know it's the Commonwealth Bank of Australia. I know the fundamentals of banking, right? It's a banking stock, right? It's a bank. But the chart says to me we are probably moving down, at least for maybe a couple of months, maybe. If I have a look on here we go. If I have a look on the quarterly time frame, okay, on the quarterly, we are already in extremely overvalued on the quarterly time frame. And have we matched up anywhere? Okay, so we broke out of that downtrend line. We're kind of matching there. We're in extremely overvalued on the quarterly, okay? And we've had a bunch of great quarters. So since October of 2023, all green, baby, over the last 3 quarters. So you've been doing very well if you bought this breakout here. Okay, so if you bought on the breakout of the uptrend line right here, cool. If you bought, you say, we're back again, the uptrend line. Well, we're back above 111, 110 Australian dollars. Oh, that's great. Looks like we could continue higher for a little bit. Well, you've certainly seen that. So then you've seen a beautiful move from 110 to $160 within about a year, a little bit more than a year's time. That's decent for a stock to have a 50% move. Again, this is one of the big boys, so they move much slower. I'm telling you now, we're probably coming towards the end of its run. Okay, do I say it's tanking from here and doing a GFC style thing? No, but we're getting there. Now, can we move up in March? Yeah, but not by much. That's like $10, $20 maybe. I see it personally moving down from here. Now, could I be wrong? Yes. Could we completely find support here on the relative strength index and then we start doing that? Yeah, could happen, sure. On balance of probability, it doesn't look likely to me. I'm just a guy. Means nothing. Cool. But yeah, I'm expecting lower prices for Commonwealth Bank of Australia. And also, I guess I'll just say very quickly before we go, because we will go after this, GFC, this was a COVID low. This wasn't an economic downturn, okay? This was based off a pandemic, okay? We did see an economic downturn, but it wasn't like your cycle of economic downturns, okay? We will be having one of these again eventually, okay? Does it happen from here? I don't know. But the obvious support level I'd be looking out for is a move down to, you'd be wanting, it could head up to 160, 170, 180 before we have a turnover, but you always do get a turnover at some point. We will get one of these again, okay? 2025 looks kind of likely, all right? Interestingly, they're going to blame it all on Trump, aren't they? Yes, of course. Interesting how that works, but they move down to at least that 120 mark, and I'd be watching out for, a spike down into the underbelly of the big uptrend line, that big major trend line. Cool. So a big move down from here, not surprising. Cool. But I do think we see a move down very soon, whether it's in the next this first half of 2025. I could see it moving down in the first half of 2025. That's what I could see. That's it for CBA. And if that's happening for CBA, I can tell you now that will be happening for pretty much every other Australian-based stock. Okay, can't talk about the rest of the world, but we're in overvalued territory for CBA. Cool, that's all you need to know. That's it, people. I'm getting the F out of here. Let's see, final comments, and then we shall move. It's hard for Aussies to hedge when the Australian dollar falls along with the SPY. USD and gold seem to be the way to go. Gold's probably the way to go. Again, we're playing this crypto market. I've been playing this crypto market to get more gold, to get more silver, to get more precious metals, probably to get some more, or to get into mining stocks, probably. There's lots of different areas I'm looking at. I'm following different people. Lithium could be one that people are talking about. You've got to look at the seasonality of things as well. But crypto is going to be having if it could already be done, but it's having its final time probably in 2025, and this is to load up on gold and silver for me. Yep. Let's see. As per my comment, it is creating a bubble in itself within USD. Price to earnings ratios of our banks is mental. You got to watch that. When they get way too high, they do come back. Good to be a bank, hey? Yeah. Let's see. But Lance says, I still believe we are up before we are down. Fair enough. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been going for over an hour and a half. You have been watching Good Morning Stackers with me, Joe Main. You get a week daily live show, most of the time live, where we talk about precious metals analysis. We do crypto and Bitcoin analysis as well. A couple of chart requests, cryptos of the day, chart requests, all that good stuff. And you get the synchronized slurp at the start of the day. You get the synchronized slurp with my face on a mug. It says crypto, crypto, crypto on it. Long story. Actually, not a long story, but I'll tell another time. You do the synchronized slurp where I grab my tasty beverage. You grab your tasty beverage wherever you are in the world. We slurp them synchronously together. We do it in the first couple of minutes of the show. We do it in the last couple of minutes of the show. And this time, we will dance. We always dance it out. Make sure you follow me on X, 3,300 followers on X. You get much more stuff than the weekdaily live show. I'm doing screenshots of prices, individual things, lots of good extra spicy stuff on there as well. And of course, hit the big red subscribe button on YouTube to stay updated. You really want to follow me on both. Subscribe on YouTube and follow me on X, whether you're on one or the other. Do it on both because you get extra content in one that sometimes you don't get on the other. Cool? Cool. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to lower it down at a lovely level and we're going to groove it out because you have been watching
Good morning, Stack.
Oh yeah, we're feeling fine.
Good morning, Stack.
It's podcast time.
Grab it.
Grab a tasty beverage. Let's get in the groove.
Let's do the
Synchronized slurp.
3,
Now
2,
we're on.
1. Slurp it, people.
Good morning, Stack.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, that was good. Have an amazing day. Stay safe, stay informed. Keep stacking whatever you're stacking, and I will see you tomorrow morning. Bye.